Good afternoon, what is a mild, grey and overcast day. It is Tuesday the 2nd of May. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a box to continue unboxing. So I've probably pulled out of here already. I have here this game, Dragonroar, published by Standard Games, 1985, and notable, although it was quite a basic role-playing game, for having a cassette tape in it, and thus being sort of like the first kind of, sort of like intermediate kind of role-playing game. So, I've done an unboxing of that. What interesting item could I have accompanying it? Well, just move it over there. It is this, Zevezh Gauntlet, the scenario for Dragonroar. Now, I didn't even remember ever seeing this. I might have seen an advert for it, but I saw it came up alongside a copy of Dragonroar. I thought, oh, I've got to have that. That's got to be interesting, as the only scenario published for Dragonroar. So, this is from Standard Games and Publications Limited, okay, which was a publisher of notably war games, and also terrain piece, basically cardboard terrain, sort of like map pieces. So, you know, basically back then, because you would be playing with miniatures, you often wanted sort of like pieces of terrain you could just put down on the table, brightly coloured. I mean, the Dungeon Floor Planner series from Games Workshop is sort of like is best known here in the UK as examples of that, floor plans and sections of card and items which you could just put down and, you know, see where everything was. And Standard Games and Publications also did some very quite well regarded medieval skirmish games, Siege, Cry Havoc, and then a Japanese one, Samurai Blades, which was man-to-man combat. Really lovely maps, counters, you know, which you full colour painted, and you would flip them over when they were wounded and injured and then dead. So anyway, a Dragonroar adventure, the Zevezh Gauntlet. The Zevezh Gauntlet will test the skills of even the toughest players. The solo tape adventure will cause some casualties. The town guide of Tub Tub in Zevezh provides enterprising flight masters with enough background for great party adventures. Contents: cassette tape with solitaire adventure with background material, booklet with town guide of Tub Tub, full of information, full colour character counter sheet with new monsters and characters, a section of new character monster sheets. And quite a nice, really kind of bright, active kind of cover. There's nothing on the back. Let's find out what is inside. And you see it's been kind of packed because, you know, it's all the bits are in there. But what we've got is, that's the cassette tape. Okay. Now you can find the cassette tape, the recording of it, of the Dragonroar in the Dragonroar core rules. You can find that online. I don't know whether you can find one of the Zevezh Gauntlet. It'd be interesting if you can. So taking away the packaging, what you have is this. No dice to fall out. So looking at this, we have some terrain pieces. So, you know, like this is what they would sort of be like. Sort of like a corridor, and you've got sort of like the beginning and the exit marked, and you go through on and on, and it's what these are really to do with the solo adventure. That, you know, you would sort of like put these down on the table in order. So that's R. You put that down A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right through to V, which is the last one in this pack, and then you know, explore, turn them over. The solo sort of the audio tape would tell you what was in these locations, and you would react and so on. It would tell you where to go, what to do in terms of the rules. Then we have character sheets. The character sheets are quite small. You know, you've got, these are pre-written. You know, since you've got the stats there, and longsword and weapon. They're very basic kind of characters. You know, you've got warriors, Let's have a look, see if we've got anything else. Different kind of warriors. See if there's anything else other than warriors in here. Ooh, warrior. It just seem to be warriors. Interesting. Then we have monster sheets, and the monster sheets all look like that, and you kind of had these spaces on them to cross out when they took damage, and it would depend where all the damage came from, what would happen. So you wouldn't be able to wield a weapon if you sort of basically did all the damage to the arm, or kill them when they went to the head. So goblins, giant snakes, Zevezh says apes, and wolves, some monster sheets, some kind of randomizer. I don't know what that's for. You've got a sheet of counters, and you can see. Let me just an idea of just how good those counters are. They're really nicely illustrated, and it goes back to that Standard Games have some really great artists for this kind of thing. And if you go and look online for the games Havoc and Cry Havoc and Siege, you'll see how good the artwork is on those games. And you've got there's the missing counters, and you've got a couple of status symbols, so flying high and driven off. And there we go. There's another kind of bits of the full dungeon. You can see you're meant to kind of pull that apart, but they fold up like that. And then we come to the Zevezh Gauntlet, just the booklet, and we've got a map of the region on the back. I've got history of the region. Bit of thoughts about the Zevezh ethos, economy, geography, political situation, all those kind of basic backgrounds. You've got that given you for the adventure. Tub town map, a little fortified town map, a little bit square. I kind of think might be more of a fortress sort of thing. Details of the residents of Tub. I think it's a ridiculous name. So full stats and details of all the residents. Just looking for the adventure, because so far this isn't actually a very long book. So you're going, where's the adventure? So yeah, more and more in here. So there's that. And that's it. That describes. I'm just going. Well, let's just look at the front cover. It's basically. I'll be interested to see what the people said at the time. Booklet. Yeah. Not a lot of adventure, obvious adventure in here. So I'm kind of wondering whether this is necessarily complete. I would have to go and check. But you've got fantastic artwork. It's and the artwork is good inside. It's clean and neatly laid out. I really like the look of the book. The artwork is fantastic. And whether this is kind of a full adventure or it's just sort of like a setting more than anything with an associated solo adventure, basically a setting with a solo adventure attached, is what I'm more thinking that it is. Again, a point of research, and then me doing a proper review of it in due course. And it's not going to be for a while because hey, this came out in 1985, so it's a couple of years away. Got to get through that year, this year and next first, because I'd like to review these on sort of like the 40th anniversary or so. So yeah, that is all that is in the Zevezh Gauntlet, a scenario for Dragonroar, which I think is interesting. Whether it's any good is another matter. But I think it's going to be interesting to write about and research, and that's one of the interesting things, is sort of like just finding out more about them. So yeah, so quite a rare thing, I think, because you you really would have had to be liked. You know, I mean, the reasons to buy this potentially because you liked Dragonroar, wanted to play some more, or because you basically wanted some source material. This might have provided it. But this is the Zevezh Gauntlet, a Dragonroar adventure, published I think 1985 by Standard Games and Publications. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, do please click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with a box containing a book or game, or in this case a box scenario, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing of the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.